there.
Oh god, that's an annoying noise.
Sound effects.
Yeah. I shook my head to try and clear the sleepiness out of me to no avail. I really didn't get any sleep last night. It's already time to wake up. Wait, school.
Wait, school. Don't go.
As soon as I realized I had to go to school, I slid out of bed and looked in the vanity mirror. That's a relief. Luckily, there was barely a bruise on my cheek. You had to squint to actually see it. I doubted anyone would actually notice it unless they leaned in really close.
Her mom walks in. What's that bruise?
Oh my god. Breathing out a sigh, I got dressed, took my backpack, and caught the bus to go to school. It wasn't even hours before everyone heard of the news. I was approached in school and given condolences for my loss. However, that wasn't what shocked my friends. Go.
Oh, wait, it's me.
Yeah.
What was my voice for her?
Really deep in Italian.
Wait, so you have the whole Anderson house to yourself? Lucky as hell, man. That bruise is a good price to pay.
Ahem.
Quit being so sensitive, Naomi.
Quit being so vulgar, Suzu.
How about fuck you?
Fuck.
Suzu's right, Naomi.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, she's probably been getting, like, people just be like, oh, baby, I'm so sorry, all day, so it's probably nice for someone to just be all like, you get a house, though! Of course you would, like, side with her.
Ha! See, at least she knows how to have fun. I'll show you how to have fun in the new house, that's all yours.
Oh my god. I know how to have fun. You don't need to be wild to have fun.
Oh, you're wild with you, baby.
Oh my god. Guys, I'm going there after school today because my parents want me to get used to living there.
Seriously? Hasn't even been a day since you came back to school. Can I come with you? Maybe.
What do you mean came back to school? Like, she left early, but like, that was yesterday. It hasn't been a day since the guy died.
Maybe we skipped a day and we just didn't, and the narration didn't really explain it well.
I don't know. I don't think so. I know, but my parents want me to try living there as soon as possible. Still, that's really fast. Are you, like, gonna be okay? Of course, haha. But even in the comfort of my best friends, life seemed to keep testing me. You could just have them sleep over all the fucking time. Seriously, this is like a dream life right now. Yeah. I would love to just get a house.
You can have sex in a different room every night, and you'll never be done.
We didn't see how big the house was.
That's true.
Oh! Oof!
Someone just get hit? Hey, don't go shoving people like that. Is it Lizette?
Oh.
Okay. Okay, I wanted to do a falsetto voice.
Capini. Oh, God.
Oh, okay.
Fucking do it,
I'm
Jesus
trying.
Christ.
Okay. Whoops, did I strike a nerve, Capini?
Are you fucking serious right now?
No, that was much more painful.
Yeah.
Whoops, did I strike a nerve, Capini?
Oh, God. She let out a small laugh as she twirled her hair around her finger. Lizette's one of the last people I wanted to see today.
She has a weird design. Like, she looks like she's really thin at her waist, but then she looks like super chunky because of the way her shirt is.
Yeah, kind of. She's a little bit... No, she's about the same size. Never mind.
It's not me you should be apologizing to.
Oh, wait. Go.
Oh, God.
You don't want to do it,
No,
do you?
it's because I switching from high to low made me forget what the high was like.
Go.
Oh, Anderson, hey, how's it going? Was that what I did?
Something like that, I don't
Okay.
know. I'm alright. Haven't you already heard, Lizette?
Of what?
Her grandfather's passing.
Oh, well, I'm sorry about that. I don't really watch a lot of news. It doesn't really sound like you mean it. I do mean it. Earnestly. Why wouldn't I?
Rude girl.
Who's rude girl?
Typical Capini. Isn't her family involved with the mafia or something?
Holy shit!
I wouldn't be surprised if she brought out a bat from behind her back right at this moment.
Oh, well, amazing that you would say that.
It's not a bat, but it's a sock full of butter. I had nearly forgotten the crowd that followed Lizette, which was mostly comprised of people that no one wanted to see on a typical school day. No one had the slightest idea of why exactly they followed Lizette around persistently, but they labeled themselves as social equals with her.
Okay, everyone, raise your hand if you have been personally victimized by Lizette. Please tell me that she gets hit by a bus by the end of the fucking story.
Hard to fucking tell. I
don't even like Mean Girls.
She looks like her hair is full of secrets. That is out of line. Suzu comes from an honest family.
You know, honestly, Lizette has the worst design I've seen yet in this entire game.
Yeah, maybe.
And, like, the teacher was really bad.
Yeah. Alright, snobby girl. Says the one whose family profits from political scandals.
What is with these people?
Yeah, no, this is
Toy company? Political scandals? The mafia?
God damn. I do not remember. Yeah, your dad doesn't make anything unless he's in the court with dirty politicians.
Is she saying that her dad fucks dudes?
I have no idea. Grr.
Hey, let's all calm down for a second, alright? I'm sure Anderson needs some time to recuperate. I mean, what just happened? We need to give her some respect.
Just stop. Stop acting like that already. Like you feel sorry for me.
What are you talking about? I hate this voice. I hate her for this voice.
I hate this woman for the voice that I am giving her, that I made up for her.
Yeah, fucking bitch.
I'm sure you're happy seeing me like this. You already have everything you wanted, and now seeing me like this, life couldn't get any better.
Oh, but it can. See, I also your grandfather's granddaughter.
Oh my god. We're gonna be living together.
Hey, cuz!
Bitterness seeped into me, and words started flying out of my mouth without filter. But honestly, I didn't care. I was so consumed by anger that I only saw Lizette in front of me. What exactly am I to you? Just another part of your obstacle course? Is that what I am? I'm sick of it, Lizette. I'm sick of all of these charades. I'm sick of you!
But...
Look at those eyes, though. Stop.
And look at Suzu. She doesn't even look surprised. She's like, "Oh, damn, girl."
Gasps rose from the crowd around her, and I was brought back to the school hallway. Even my friends beside me looked at me in surprise.
Zet almost looked like she had ahegao.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. One girl looked like she was going to speak up, but Lizette held her hand up to stop her. There was an emotion in her face that I couldn't quite make out, but I could see a form of pity in her eyes.
This would probably be easier to tell her emotion if the art style were a little better.
Not necessarily. I mean, like, they usually only have, like, a set amount of, sprites anyway.
Yeah.
No, don't you dare pity me. I looked away from her. I didn't want to see that emotion in her eyes when she was talking to me. She didn't have the right to look at me that way.
Can you imagine standing like that all the time,
with
no matter
your arm
what
up?
Your emotion is? Like, arm up, hips posed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, my arm would get
I know
tired.
your grandfather passing away must have really taken a toll on your emotions.
She stepped towards me and put her hand on my shoulder, giving me a tiny smile as if for old time's sake. Don't you dare touch me.
How fucking dare you?
Oh. But for some reason, I didn't feel comforted at all. Not that I was just angry at her, but the expression on her face when she leaned in close to me contorted into something complex. Something was different about her. I couldn't quite place my finger on it, but something about her had definitely changed.
This seems like a good time to tell you that I'm in love with you.
Oh my god.
Well, I'll be going for now. Track meet responsibilities and all that stuff. See you later!
Isn't this, like, in the beginning of the fucking day? Why would she have track meet responsibilities?
Maybe it's not the beginning of the day? Maybe they have a track meet before school. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Something about Lizette made me feel uncomfortable. I wasn't just angry, but also uneasy. What was it? I had never seen her like that before.
Oh my god, she probably, like... She did something terrible. She probably, like, dug up the corpse or something.
She probably killed her grandfather.
Oh my god.
But I decided to pay no further attention to it. She continued running down the hallway with her gaggle of friends behind her. I refocused my attention to Mrs. Phillips, who was walking down the hall towards me. Is everything alright, girls?
You know what? I think I take it back. Miss Phillips has the worst design.
Okay, well.
Nothing we couldn't handle, Mrs. P. Just a bunch of snaps.
Suzu, hush! It was nothing, Miss Phillips. I see. Well, Miss Anderson, please accept my condolences for your loss. Thank you, Miss Phillips. Your grandfather was a good man. He really upheld the philanthropy of his company's policies and the money that went towards charity, too.
And he really knew his way around financial theory.
I know. He was amazing. I really looked up to him, and I want to be as good as he was. Well, I know that you'll be as great as your grandfather.
Yeah, you'll abuse your kids and make them hit their children.
Oh, God.
Hell yeah, she will be. She will. She'll be 10 times better than her grandfather. She won't beat her kids.
Oh my God.
Or she'll beat them well enough that they won't remember.
Would I really be better than my grandfather? Everyone seemed to have high expectations for me. I wanted to do my best and make my family proud, but to be better than my grandfather? I wasn't sure about that. From outside the school window, I saw a familiar blue car pull up to the curb. Undoubtedly, it was my father in the driver's seat.
Oh no, they've come to get me.
Okay, apparently it's the end of the school day. Oh, my ride's here. Well, I guess I'll see both of you tomorrow.
Want us to come with you?
Oh no, it's okay. Haha, I'll be fine. See you.
This is destroying my throat. I think the next time that it seems like a good place to stop, we might want to stop.
Okay, yeah. After this scene is over.
No, after this scene, it'll probably be like the most important scene.
Yeah,
it'll
maybe.
be the fucking real introduction. This is the tutorial, bitch.
Oh God. Hey, Dad.
Hey, honey.
As I got into the car, I noticed my father looked troubled, clutching at his steering wheel and staring straight ahead as if something was really bothering him.
Look, about when I hit you. I'm sorry.
But I'll do it again.
I didn't hit you hard enough.
Yeah.
Ah!
Does your cheek still hurt? No, it's nothing to worry about.
Okay, no. I mean, I shouldn't have laid a finger on you. I should have laid my entire palm on you
Oh,
instead.
God.
You know that you're my most precious daughter. You're all that I have. You know, this is actually kind of... Do you have a present for her? Do you have a present to give her, sir? I got you this present to
Yeah,
just to hammer home the cycle of abuse.
Yet he couldn't bring himself to say what he could never say to me for such a long time. I always wanted to hear those words to affirm how he really felt, but I guess even now he couldn't say it to me.
These truly are the days of our lives.
Oh my God. I turned my head away to look out the window. There was no point in waiting for something that was never going to come.
I feel like I actually should have saved that joke for later, but like it just popped into my head and I just wanted to use.
That's fine. And like that, he started to drive and the conversation between us ended. I decided to focus my attention on the passing scenery. We were taking the usual route to Grandfather's house. It was located within the vicinity of the school district, and it was still pretty far from the school and from where our house was. He had always lived alone. He insisted on doing things by himself, even at his age, living in such a large house.
Yeah, he was having sex in a different room every night.
Yeah, he makes toys. Do you have any idea how many chicks that gets him? I wondered, did he pass away with no one at his side as well? It sounded so lonely and sad. It was strange that he decided on living all alone in his large estate. If anything, he could have lived with us. Though he and my father probably would have given each other the silent treatment the entire time. Maybe living alone was preferable to that.
What if it turns out what happened was, like, the grandfather was Batman, and, like, this dude was Robin, and he just, like, could not take it?
What the fuck? I actually hadn't visited him for quite a while. Visits to his house were most frequent when I was a child, and I had grown up long since then. The last time I visited, though, I thought he looked just as he usually was, happy and healthy. But things changed. In the back of my mind, I knew that he would have to leave one day. It wasn't like humans could live forever. So why did my heart still feel so heavy?
Because there's probably an immortal in this game. It
Yeah.
feels like that's going to happen.
It does,
I feel like
kind of feel that way. And also, he's dead. Like, your heart is going to feel heavy regardless.
Yeah.
Like,
But yeah, I feel like this is heading towards a supernatural game.
It does feel that way. The car
It
ride
just-
was mostly spent in silence
You
until
can't
he spoke
be
up
this
again.
boring without being a supernatural game later.
Well,
How was school? Maintaining your grades, I hope? Able to focus through the bruises on your face?
yeah, I've been trying my best as of so far.
Trying? That's not really doing the best you can, is it? Oh!
With my father, only some words I said were filtered through his ears. It was difficult to keep up a conversation without eventually talking about academics or my future, even if it was something loosely based on it. He always found a way to integrate it whenever we talked.
Oh! Anyway, your belongings are in the trunk. There isn't a lot, so I'm sure you can manage bringing them inside the house. All by yourself. I'm not going to help. After all, you're on the road to being independent now.
Yes, I can manage on my own.
Good.
The usual
Bye.
the usual silence resumed between us. I really wasn't sure what to say around him, especially when most of the time we didn't share the same opinions. One question did linger in my mind, though. If he was going to justify acting so nonchalant at Grandfather's funeral, I had the right to at least know why.
Wait a minute, I think I know what this game's going to be about. Her living in the house, and, like, there are, like, 6 butlers. like we didn't know about.
Yeah, maybe.
And those are the guys she's gonna fuck.
Probably. There might only be like 5. I don't know. Anyway,
It's gonna be a hidden 6.
You want to try again? Try and break through Daddy's cold exterior?
Or just leave it alone, leave it alone. Yeah, try again.
What?
It's a Disturbed song.
Okay. Say, Dad, about you and Grandpa.
We are not talking about this. Great! That was a waste of fucking time.
Yeah. I feel like we should be, because Grandpa did leave us yesterday, so...
No, he didn't leave us. He died.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care if he had left even long before that. I do not want to hear it. And that is the end of the conversation. I don't feel like doing like a gruff voice for him anymore, because like, my voice hurts too much.
It's totally fine. As always, he managed to shut down any other form of conversation related to him. It was just like what happened last night.
Except without the slap yet.
I opened my mouth
It's
slightly.
coming, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes, the beatings will come. You will be beat. There is no escape.
I opened my mouth slightly, but I closed it again.
I
It
knew
was
I would
like
be
talking.
hit.
Yeah, it was like talking to a brick wall. It wasn't like I could find out anything by somehow arguing my way through it. All right then. I leaned against the car door and stared out the window. I really couldn't think. What would this place be like? I had been to my grandfather's house before, but it was one thing visiting, and it was another thing actually living there. How would I manage living on my own without any training to really care for a house? I knew that naturally the bills would be paid by my parents, who inherited my grandfather's stocks to the corporation, but I had never lived independently before. Thinking about it made me feel like some kind of bird being pushed out of the nest. Though I was technically an adult, I felt unprepared and a bit daunted by the prospect of actually moving into a new place.
Bird being pushed out of a nest into a mansion.
Oh, God. I thought he was ready. He seemed ready. Most people my age would be ecstatic about moving out. After all, it would symbolize some kind of change in their lives, like being on the road to independence.
I mean, most people probably would have a job by the point they're moving out.
Yeah.
So, like, you know.
But I felt like it was nothing of the sort. I really hoped I wouldn't let my parents down. I wouldn't want to let Grandfather down. What would he be saying right now? I gazed up at the passing
What?
clouds.
He hit you? My God!
I gazed up at the passing clouds in the sky. If you're out there, Grandfather, how would you be doing? Would there be anything you'd want to tell me at this moment? And, of course, no answer. What was I doing? You've asked yourself that like 15 times, searching for an answer in a heaven that would or would not exist.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I ducked my head to stare at the blur of the trees and cars from the car window. My head was definitely going into the clouds there at that moment. Either way, I found myself being driven off to my new home.
See, the way
You've been driven off!
Weren't we already there?
No, it was on the way the entire time. She was just talking about it. Alright, should we wait until she gets into the house, or should we just fucking end it here?
I'm so tired.
Alright, we'll end it here.
I think we've been playing for like an hour. And
Yes,
my
we have.
throat hurts a lot.
Alright, this is a good place to stop.
My hands hurt.
We'll see at some point what the house looks like.
We'll
And
play
how...
more when my hands don't sting.
Yeah. Alright. Bye, everyone.
Good night.